Are you always coming up with ideas? Do you marvel at successful business owners? Do you hate being told what to do? Ever take things apart just to see how they work? Are you a dreamer? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, this podcast is for you. Welcome to the Entrepreneurial Enclave with Kevin Wortham, the podcast that focuses on building, maintaining, pivoting, planning, and investing in you, the entrepreneur. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Pro Tapes and Specialties is the world leader in tape manufacturing and specialty conversion with over 40 years of experience. In addition to our pro brand of high-quality specialty adhesive tapes, we provide contract converting services that help improve your profitability, streamline your supply chain, and reduce inventory cost. We offer the most complete range of converting capabilities in the industry, such as cloth tape, double-coated tape, specialty tape, paper tape, masking tape,
vinyl tape, carton sealing tape, adhesive transfer tape, duct tape, foam tape, electrical tape, filament tape, foil tape, reflective tape.
And the tape just keeps on rolling. Visit us online today at www.protapes.com or call us at 800-345-0234. Pro Tapes, it's just how we roll.
Welcome to another fantastic episode of the Entrepreneur Enclave, Life's Coming Attraction. I am your host, Kevin Wortham. Today, we've got this fantastic young lady, Darae, who's on the other line. Darae, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity so much.
Absolutely. So we're gonna do this from the beginning. So I think a lot of congratulations are in order. So you just graduated from high school. And which high school was that?
I attended Foundation Collegiate Academy.
And that's downtown Trenton, correct?
Yep, right on Grand Street.
Okay, awesome. And so now, where are your higher ambitions taking you?
So as of right now, I'm looking to attend Montclair State on a full ride scholarship through Homeworks Trenton.
Yes.
I'm looking to major in communications and media studies and minor in African American studies as well. And the goal is to at some point kind of pick up where my dad left off with his entertainment business and own my own entertainment studio.
Awesome, because I know that through minding our business, sometimes I would have your father come out and DJ some of our market fairs, and you would be there if I recall.
Yep, I would. I've always known about minding our business. That's always been one of the things we've looked at every summer, but I've always attended Homework Trenton and everything, but I've always had friends a part of minding our business. I've always attended their events because of my dad.
Yes.
I've had family members attend as well.
Awesome. So let's start all over. You had mentioned that you had gotten the scholarship in conjunction with Homeworks. So what is Homeworks? Tell us about Homeworks.
So Homeworks Trenton is a all-girls kind of boarding program where it's set up like a boarding school. Our founder, Natalie Tung, she attended Lawrenceville boarding school as well. So she kind of wanted to recreate that same experience that she had with her house sisters and everything.
Yes.
And her idea was more so she wanted to bring it to our community. And she decided to start her first pilot program here in Trenton, New Jersey. At the time when she was looking for girls, I was at a summer camp called Freedom School, which was a reading enrichment program that I attended every summer. So when she was looking for the girls and everything, I decided to jump at the opportunity to be a part of the pilot program because it was something that I had never heard of before. And it was something that seemed so interesting. And even then, when I was in 8th grade, my mind, I was always college bound and everything. So my mom was just like, this would be a good opportunity for me to actually see what it's like to have a roommate and be surrounded by other people that's not my family, So through that, I've done so many different things with homework. We do community service. We do social emotional learning
Yes.
with each other. We do trips, team bonding, and it's really just a program about sisterhood. But my 11th grade year, Homeworks Trenton partnered with Give Something Back,
Yes.
and which was how we got to earn a full ride. All of the girls was eligible through, GPA and everything. They all got a chance to have the scholarship. So, yeah.
Oh, listen, I love that concept. I love what you're doing. And I believe that just recently you were featured in a magazine, and you had also won a contest where you had designed your own sneaker. Tell us about that one, because that's interesting.
Yeah, so with the sneaker design competition, she also came to me my 11th grade year and told all of the staff about it. And she came to us and was like, "You got a chance to enter a sneaker competition in which we get to design and create our own shoe."
Yes.
She let us know that the shoe would be a representation of whatever it is that we wanted it to be.
Yes.
The shoe would look like whatever it is that we wanted it to look like, just all with the basis of what is the future of learning. So that was really the question that all of the contestants were given.
Yes.
And it was kind of just like, well, we're gonna ask you, like, what is the future of learning? We want you to take that and create a shoe. Give us your answer in the shoe, the representation, the colorway, setup, all the way down to stuff like the material, the shoelaces, the logo, all of that. So it was a very beautiful opportunity. I was a little nervous at first. I'm like, I'm not necessarily a sneakerhead myself.
Yes.
So when the opportunity was presented to me, I'm like, this is a very beautiful, chance. This is something that seems very fun and interesting. But I was just like, I don't know nothing. I don't know the first thing about making a shoe. I'm like, I don't know. But it was a very beautiful opportunity.
Great. Now, so the sneaker industry is probably, and I'm going to mess this up, it's probably $1 billion, $10 billion industry, if not more. So for you to venture into those waters, who knows? You could be a designer of fashion or designer of sneakers, in the very near future. So again, congratulations. So I want to go back to the Montclair thing. Montclair was your choice after you had several visits. Did you like the campus? Yep. Did you like the people? Did you have any other choices besides Montclair that you were interested in?
So I had, like you said, I did visit Montclair a couple of times. I did love the campus. I never wanted to be nowhere where the campus was real small, tight-knit, and it wasn't nothing to do.
Yes.
Montclair is I think they have a lot of culture there in Montclair. There's so many different opportunities, different activities, groups to join, things to do on campus. I've always been somebody that's always just been heavily into extracurricular activities.
Awesome.
So that was one of the first things that came to my mind when picking college. Not only that, but like I told you before, I also wanted to make sure that it wasn't a predominantly white institution.
Yes.
That was never anything that I never necessarily wanted to go to a PWI because I wanted to be surrounded by people that look like me, people that understand me and what I'm really fighting for and what I'm going to college for and what I stand for.
Yes. Let me stop you. What do you stand for?
What do I stand for?
Yes.
I stand for Black empowerment.
Yes.
I stand for sisterhood.
Yes.
I stand for education, intelligence, beauty, everything under the sun.
Talk to me, sister. That's all right. Come on.
When I go to college, my biggest thing is I want to make sure that I'm giving back to my community.
Awesome.
I'm doing something beneficial for my community.
Awesome.
So that was a big part of Montclair.
sister, you are standing for all the right things, and I want to wish you nothing but continued success. So now, had you ever considered a historical Black college?
I have. I've always wanted to attend the HBCU.
Yes.
That was really always something I wanted to do ever since I was a young girl.
Yes.
I knew I wanted to attend HBCU, and more so like when I was a freshman and everything, I decided, especially my junior year, I was like, I wanted to go to North Carolina A&T.
Yes.
I wanted to go to NCAT very badly. However, just as well as HBCUs, sadly, HBCUs are very expensive to attend.
Yes.
Not only that, but they don't give out as much financial aid and everything. So as I'm standing for Black empowerment, but I can't be broke and do that. So,
well
so
said,
we had
sister,
to make
yes.
it work somehow.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I know that it sounds like and it seems like I'm jumping all over the place, but you are just so dynamic. I'm so excited. So you had mentioned about your father being an entrepreneur. And so part of your decision to major in communication was to perhaps one day come back and join him or start your own business similar to his?
Yeah, so growing up, I had my dad, he's always been a DJ.
Yes.
But like kind of further on his career lately, he's been expanding his business more so into live streaming.
Yes.
He started his own podcast as well.
Yes.
And he does like lighting and stuff. So my dad's always trying to figure out ways how to make sure the business grows and everything.
Yes.
And I think when he started it, I really found like the love in his podcast.
Yes.
I remember like when he had kind of started earlier, we just kind of got the studio downstairs together.
Yes.
He had an episode with it was me, him, and my sister. And I just felt I just felt so natural behind the camera, behind the microphone.
Okay.
And I've always just been a really good public speaker and everything. So that's kind of where things started shifting for me a little bit, where I'm like, okay, I'm actually really interested in this, and I would really like to continue it.
Wow.
But in my own way,
Yeah, yeah. So here we go. I've got my famous crystal ball. 5 years from now, Darae, what are we doing? Where are we 5 years from now in your career?
5 years from now.
Yes.
Hopefully graduated, got my degree. I would like to have had many opportunities within the entertainment business, internships.
Yes.
But I would have like to start my business. Recently I've been talking to my dad about having my own podcast and everything, and kind of having that as my starter up.
Yes. For
later on and when my business grows and everything. So I think that's really where I see myself in 5 years.
Awesome. Now, because minding our business, we do the whole entrepreneurial thing. One of the things that we think is key is the business plan. So at some point, start working on that business plan, get all your ideas down, and begin to hone the ones that you think are going to be the most successful one that's going to start you off, and then you can build from there. But now, any thought about the sneaker? At any point, can the community buy the sneakers that you created?
Yes, so they are on sale.
Okay.
If you go to, but I think you might have to do it maybe through Instagram. But if you go to 99 Products on their website, there should be a link to buy the sneakers. But I believe we are trying to work on another raffle, another $25 raffle, for people to enter and everything. So yeah, the shoes are for sale.
And are you thinking about designing your own sneaker on your own now?
Am I thinking about designing my own sneaker? I think that would be a really cool opportunity.
Yeah.
I haven't, just because the opportunity was really great and everything, but it was never really nothing too much of my interest. However, I will say that would be a very beautiful opportunity, though, if I could do that myself.
I know that's right. So listen, now how do people, can you give people your email address? So if people want to follow up with you on this conversation and get more information about you, can you give them your email address, please?
Yep, I can. So if you would like to reach me at my Gmail, it's Rae Q Grizz, so RAEQGRIZZ @gmail.com. You could reach me on there.
Fantastic. And I always want to extend this to all of our guests. Are there any people that you would like to shout out at this time?
Any people, of course, my mom, my dad.
Okay.
That's my biggest support system. I
Yes.
always have been. Of course, Miss Natalie, that's another support system. Somebody who's I feel like I can always come to and trust in and everything.
Yes.
Really all of my friends, because everybody around me contributes to who I am in some kind of way.
Yes.
Especially as far as both schools as well. And really anybody who's ever given me an opportunity to, kind of get my voice out there and have all these opportunities that I have now.
Fantastic. Thank you. And so I know that when we do drop this episode, they're going to always be proud of you when they hear the shout outs. Now, you had mentioned something about giving back to the community. Once you graduate, what are you thinking, or how do you plan to give back to the community?
Well, post-graduation, I still am a homework scholar.
Yes.
So I will be looking to contribute as far as any further projects they have with that. Community service, really being around the girls. Homework is not something that's just throughout high school. It's a lifelong commitment to everybody there. So that's part of how I will continue to give back to my community. But I'm always going to be home looking to help in some kind of way, whether that's at my high school, whether that's through homework. I also am an Upward Bound and Trio scholar, so if it's through Upward Bound or Trio, that as well.
Wow. Now, here's the I can't say argument, but here's the thing. You seem to be so busy, but then we have some youth in our community who are not busy at all. How is that? Like you just seem to have like everything going for you. How do we encourage the other young folks to become engaged? What do we have to do for them? What can you do for them?
I think it's just a matter of actually going out and looking for it, putting yourself out there. And then also having the adults in our community make sure that we're pushing these young people to really go out and look for these opportunities. It doesn't have to be something like 100% community service going and picking up trash or nothing.
Yes.
It don't gotta be nothing like that. It could be something as far as joining the club around the school, going to those college fairs and everything. So I think my biggest thing would just be making sure that we're pushing these young people to actually go and look for something that they actually care about.
Okay.
They get stuck because they don't know what it is that they want to do and what it is that they care about and everything. And I feel like that's usually the issue. If we could get kids to find that out, what they're actually interested in, and look around for it, that should help a lot.
Yes. Now, sticking with that theme, what would you want to say to city officials who are also trying to tackle that issue of having young folks to be engaged in something? What would you want to say to our city leadership, to our city officials about encouraging young folks to do more, to be more like you? I didn't want to put you on the spot.
That's okay. I think then we need to start utilizing things like social media a little bit more to kind of outreach kids.
Yes.
We're not, I feel like, posters and, word of mouth is cool, but as far as my generation, we're heavily oriented on like technology and everything.
Yes.
So I think it needs to be received kind of more technologically through social media and everything.
Okay.
Music is also a big thing in our community as well.
Yes.
So I think that through maybe music, that'll help a lot as well.
Okay. Now, I got to put you on the spot now. Don't be mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this
It's
one?
okay.
Now,
Yeah.
every time your father would come to a Minding Our Business market fair, I would always
Mm-hmm.
ask him to play house music. Do you love house
Mm-hmm.
music?
Do I love house music? I actually do.
All
It's
right.
actually been something. Yeah, my dad he play a lot of house music.
Yeah,
You don't even
yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the name of the song, but it's a song by CeCe Pennington.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Finally?
Me and my sister love that song.
Is that song
I
finally?
Is it? I really can't remember. It's been a while since we listened to it,
Okay,
actually.
that's okay. But yeah, no, I just had to throw that in there, so don't be mad at me. But but I am so encouraged. I am hopeful now because I love when young folks have a plan, right? Wanting to graduate, wanting to be an entrepreneur, wanting to give back to the community. So you are set. So now, how do you deal with challenges that may come up in your life? How do you deal with some of the challenges that may cause you some setback? How do you deal with that?
Well, I deal with it.
Okay.
You can't be stuck on it too long.
Okay.
I give myself a little bit of time to work through it, think about it, think how I want to navigate through an issue.
Yes.
But I was always told never to act off of emotion. Even though emotion is really important to me and everything. It's important that I'm also being logical about my decisions, especially when it comes to challenges and everything. So I really just try to work through it. And I've always been told, my parents always told me, like, I'm always going to have things go wrong, bumps in the road, challenges, but it's about how I navigate and work through them, So that's really how I understand I'm going to have those issues. But as long as I keep a level head and I work through them, then everything should be okay.
What? Listen, you sound like a seasoned entrepreneur, a seasoned graduate, a seasoned woman. Man, there are some folks my age that could not process that thought. So thank you. You're going to be all right, sister. You're going to be all right. So one more time, how do people reach you if they want to be in contact with you?
So if you want to reach me, you should be able to reach me at my email, which is raeqgrizz@gmail.com.
Darae, you have been fantastic. I am going to stay connected. Let's you and I stay connected. I'm so excited. I am so excited. So you're going to be you're graduating, or you graduated. So congratulations.
Yep.
You're going to college. You're going to graduate from that. You're going to start your entrepreneurial business. You're going to come back and set this whole town and community afire. You're going to do your volunteer efforts. Oh my God, I can retire now.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And so one more time, anything else you want to say to the listening community? Anything inspiring or uplifting words you would like to share with us?
I just want to say I hope that, I really believe that girls that look like me, Black and brown women, we're needed.
Yes.
We carry the world on our backs and we deserve to be heard. And part of what I'm doing is to make sure that that voice is being heard as well. And I want to make sure that everybody else is being heard too. And I want to thank you for giving me a chance to be a part of your podcast and even really speak and being a part of the movement and what I'm fighting for.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much.
Listen, I could not be remiss in inviting you because I would have been ashamed of myself. Young girl, entrepreneur, doing it. So we are so appreciative and so excited for you as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're always welcome on the platform to share your good news and to also
Thank you.
help put the word out there continuously, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's you and I stay connected. Let's you and I talk and text later on.
Of course.
All right, we'll talk to you then. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That concludes another episode of The Entrepreneurial Enclave with Kevin Wortham, the podcast that focuses on building, maintaining, pivoting, planning, and investing in you, the entrepreneur. We hope you found this episode informative and enlightening. If you have any questions or comments about any of our episodes, please call 609-731-9311 or email kevin@minding-our-business.com. We look forward to joining us for our next one. Until next time.